And what's going on, you guys? What is going on? What is going on? This is your boy, Scotty by Nature TV, and we're here for a brand new episode of Yes for the Mess, where we talk about celebrity gossip, hot topics, and all things reality TV based. I hope you guys are having a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful hump day, and I intend on doing the exact same thing. What is going on, you guys? What is going on? Is my lighting okay? Because I normally have my back lamp on, and I want to know if y'all want the back lamp on or not, or is it fine this way? Because I did not realize that that back lamp wasn't on, and I don't really like to get up and turn shit on while I'm live. But is this okay? Is this okay, or do I need to turn that backlight on like I normally would? Just letting you know. Just asking, because y'all the ones who got to watch the shit. So you know. Okay, everybody's saying that I'm good, so I guess we can keep it like this. Okay, now first of all, y'all messy. Y'all messy, y'all messy, y'all messy. You want to know why y'all messy? It's already 100 of y'all up in here, and we only been in here for 2 minutes, and it's already 100 of y'all up in here. Y'all messy. However, let me tell y'all. So I had it in my head that I was gonna do me a yes for the mess on academics, Lotto, Akbar finding out she pregnant by, unwanted children, but mother, Akbar V having a baby. That's what this live was supposed to be tonight. But when Mel went live earlier today, as I was doing my Real Housewives of Beverly Hills review, I said, you know what? I can keep academics and all them for tomorrow. Let me get Mel and her shit out the way. You know what I mean? Let me go on and get that out the way right now, because that's probably even hotter than what the hell we gonna talk about tomorrow. So I said, let me go on and get that out the way. So yeah, but before we get into it, shout out to Tik Tok, because she had the whole live on her channel, and that's where I'm getting it from. So hopefully she don't mind. I ain't gonna put the video on the screen. I'm just gonna play it. But hopefully, she don't mind or whatever. But that's where I got it from. However, before we get into anything, let me let you guys know that tomorrow is Thursday, so we got the Chasing Panel podcast on Thursday, and then on Saturday we got the Love and Marriage Huntsville live and all that on Saturday. Now, we do have some changes that's going to happen for the Whether You Like It or Not panel when it turns into the Atlanta edition. We do have changes coming up. The 6 of us got on the phone today. We talked, and we have so many things in store for this panel, and we won't be telling y'all what we're changing up until it's time. Because we found out that the ATL trailer comes out tomorrow and shit like that, so we already talking about how are we going to spice up the panel. We going on year 5, and it's time to switch it up a little bit. So all 6 of us, including Josiah, we were all on the phone today. We had us a great conversation, a great group call, great production call, and we are working on what we're about to do for the Atlanta edition. So we're very excited about that. But however, we're about to go ahead and get into this live because it's already a 10:30 live. So that means that this is a late night live. I ain't did one of these in quite some time. So we're going to go ahead and get into it while I sip on my water. Okay. Now, Mel went live today and let it rip. Okay. And she actually looked good doing it. I might not care for the girl that much, but, I will give you this. She was snatched. Makeup was good. Wig was good because, a lot of her wigs don't be, but it was good. And I was listening. So like I said, we're going to have a listen along. I'm going to give you my commentary as I listen to the live and whatever. And, we're going to continue on with the show, y'all. Now, let me let you guys know this before we even get this shit started. Let me let you guys know this, okay? Because I think that is very apparent imperative that I let you guys know this.
I know some of you motherfuckers, when it come to this goddamn Real Housewives, you act like you know these bitches. But let me tell you one thing, we're not gonna do that this season. You will get motherfucking blocked with the realness. You can have your opinion about these hoes, but don't come at me about mine. It's a fucking opinion about some bitches that you or I don't fucking know. The only difference is I'm getting paid to do this review. You ain't. So mind your motherfucking marbles, bitches, because some of you hoes, when it come to these Real Housewives, are fucking psycho. Just getting that shit out in the open before we even start this season, because I have never reviewed a show where bitches is more fucking retarded over some bitches that they don't fucking know in my life.
Now, let me start off by saying that all things that's being said on this platform is all thoughts and opinions of Scotty by Nature TV. You are always welcome to agree, disagree, or be indifferent. Be sure to keep all opinions, not to yourselves, but in the chat. You guys can talk amongst each other. You guys can even say what you disagree with when it comes down to me. Okay, long as you're not disrespectful to me, long as you're not disrespectful to the moderators, long as you're not disrespecting each other, you will not be timed out. You will not be blocked unless you're being completely disrespectful to me. This is my opinion, my thoughts. I am not here to satisfy you nor pacify you, honey. These are my opinions on my video that I get paid for. Shout out to my moderators. We got Q, we got Tracy, we got Harold, we got Payne, we got Feisty. Who else is in here? We got Norris. We have I could have sworn I saw Sharice in here. I thought Sharice was in here. I could have sworn she was. We got Bree. We have yeah, I think those are the only moderators that are in here so far. But yes, we're going to get through this show and we're going to do what we do, okay? And if you're brand new to the platform, go ahead and subscribe, okay? Now, let's get into this live. Shout out to Tik Tok, because she is the one who has the whole live up with good quality, no problems. No shade to those who didn't have the best quality, but no shade to y'all. But Tik Tok had good quality. I just got to say that. But anyway, let's get into it, y'all.
This is what was said to me on the way back home after we dropped off the last kid last night.
Hey y'all, mail live. So I'm just gonna play the live here.
Like, yes, this was like the best party ever. I was like, maybe I've been doing too much, because this is all it takes. This is all it takes to be like the best party ever. What? I've been doing too much, because this is all it takes. This is all it takes to be like the best party ever. Wow. Like they were just entertained. Yes, ma'am, this was fun. Right. Usually I'm like, okay, maybe I'll try to be a little nice and let kids come over more often or something. You know, maybe I'll do that, because, you know, usually I'm that parent to be like, no, we didn't have no bunch of kids over. But yeah, they were like, it was the best party ever. And Boss Baby had piano and voice, so I had to go pick her up. And so she had to leave the party to go to piano and voice. So look, when I brought her back and we pulled up, Boss Baby gonna say, oh, shoot, Mama, I'm back at the party. I looked at her. I said, girl. She said, what, Mama? I'm just saying, I'm back at the party. I said, oh, child. I said, when these kids, that's why I got to stay in shape. I got to stay in shape. I got to stay moving, because, baby, I can tell right now my kids are going to probably be the kids throwing the parties at 18, 19, 20, 21, having the people over, throwing the parties. And I'm going to be right out there. I'm going to be right out there with them. They're going to be like, dang, here come on. God dang, yep, way. So, y'all, their personalities, man, they are so funny. They are so funny to me. They are so funny. But yeah, Canava said kids club. Facts. Canavas, when they around here acting like it was a whole kids club. Man, they was acting like they was at a whole kids club, baby. I was like, oh, child. It was funny, though. It was fun. It was funny. Good energy, good vibes. So yeah, Mariah's 13 now. I can't believe I got a teenager. That's crazy. Mel, you look so much like your mom with dark hair. So pretty. Oh, thank you. You know, I've gotten that before when I've worn dark hair. When people say I look a lot like my mom. So yeah. It shouldn't be nobody's business. Y'all in here. Them kids was yelling, wipe me down. Yes, they were. Yes, they were. They were yelling, wipe me down. They was running over there giving a song request to DJ Canavis. And it was.
Yeah. Sorry. I'm finna fast forward through this shit. Love your children. Love you as a parent. Love ya. But we got to get to the point. So let me fast forward through this shit. Sorry, y'all, but I can't. No, I got to get to the meat and potatoes. I ain't got time for all that.
Part of that are factual. It's also been confirmation for which you guys have been to no complaints at all. So
now I think that this is the part that she stars it off. Okay, I think this is where we're supposed to get to. Sorry that I wasted y'all time. I was trying to be nice about it. Sorry I wasted your time, but we had to get to it, y'all. So let me go ahead. Shout out to the 290 people that's up in here so far. We're headed to 300. Like I said, if you're brand new to the platform, go ahead and subscribe to the channel. All right, go ahead and do so. Let's get into it.
So, first of all, I want to thank all of you for coming over. I know everybody has so much to do, and everybody's busy, but I appreciate y'all being in the room. I'm gonna start out by saying that it is disheartening that I even have to do this. I'll start there. It is disheartening that I even have to do this. And I have literally spent the last probably like 3-4 months now. Spent the last 3-4 months just really being more silent. I feel like when you're silent, that's when you can hear. And so I spent a lot of time being silent and trying to sit a little bit, pray. A lot of y'all joined me on the Universal Fast, and that was amazing. And just overall clarity, right? Overall clarity. And it's been great, to be honest. Some of my team has been like, "Ooh, we don't know how much longer you're gonna be able to keep being quiet." We're not, shoot, I was wondering if you was gonna be able to keep doing it. And I've been doing it. And that was a time. I posted a scripture the other day. There's a time for peace, there's a time for war. And I do feel like there's a time to be silent and there's a time to speak out. And sometimes, as the Scorpio in me, I'll say, I will pull back, which you guys have been able to see a lot by way of this show. When I start feeling a different energy or a questionable energy, I will pull back and just observe. I'm going to pull back and I'm going to watch your moves. I'm going to see what you do, how you move, who you're talking to, how you're talking. And I'm going to just watch. And then from there, I'll be able to make the determination of whether or not this is something or someone that needs to be in my life or not, right? And so that's kind of what I've been doing, sitting back, trying to see what hand people were going to play, what people were going to do, what they were going to say. And it's been interesting. It's been interesting. It's been disheartening. It has been saddening to an extent, but it's also been confirmation for me. It's also been confirmation for me just by sitting. Now, I'm going to be honest with you all. I have not been watching the show this season. So I may have to rely on some of you all who have been watching to help me through maybe some things I missed or that I don't know that maybe made the cut or not. Because I just, honestly, I've only seen clips here and there. Sometimes I'll scroll on Instagram and I'll see clips of the show and I'll keep scrolling because I don't want to see it. But sometimes I watch the clips that pop up on Instagram. And so I have seen some of the clips. I have not seen one full episode this entire season. So y'all probably gonna have to help me some, but I can speak to and attest to the things that I was a part of that are factual, that I know to be facts. So the first thing I'm gonna do, I'm gonna start out with, and I'm gonna tell y'all.
I call BS on her not watching none of the episodes. I just got to be honest, because that's the same thing that Latrice said when we did the interview with her, and I felt like that was a big fat lie too. Because, come on now, how the hell y'all gonna be able to do the reunion if you don't see none of the damn episodes? You feel what I'm saying? You know, I do call bullshit on that. That's just me though. That's just me. Excuse me. Um, Shout out to Nikki Monet. I don't know whose long-winded monologues are worse between her and Quad. Love you, Scotty. Thank you. And Tracy, hey Scotty in chat, watch your mouth. Like the video, subscribe, and share. I appreciate it, y'all. I appreciate it. So yeah. So let me get back into this. I really hope she gets to the point quickly. Cause when I tell y'all, I was watching it as I was getting ready to do my Real Housewives of Beverly Hills review, but I didn't see it from the very beginning, so I didn't know where she started at. So I just knew that when Tik Tok, who I'm subscribed to, had the whole live. You feel what I'm saying? So yeah. So we're gonna go ahead and get into this. I can see y'all trying it right now.
This right now too. This is not going to be a back and forth thing. It's not going to be a situation to where I'm going to speak today and somebody's going to say something tomorrow and Mel's going to come back and say something else. I'm going to tell you right now, I'm not in the position, in the mood, in the realm mentally to do back and forth with people. That's not what I'm going to do. So I don't want you to think there's about to be some turned up anything because if anybody says something else coming back, it's not. I'm going to lay out the facts. I'm going to give y'all the receipts. I will probably do an extended at some point, an extended sit down interview that will be a one-time sit down as well, 9 times out of 10. But I'm not doing back and forth with anybody. So I don't want y'all to think that that's what's about to happen. Because
she said she's gonna do a sit down interview. I wonder who she gonna do it with. Well, then again, I can only see her doing a sit down interview with one person, and that's probably Queen Sheba. Because when I hear her say something about a sit down interview, I don't see her being on nobody's talk show because nobody from LAMH even be on these mainstream talk shows like Tamron Hall, Shari, the Jennifer Hudson show. You know, none of them, they don't never be on those type of shows. So if she does a sit down interview, it has to be with somebody that covers the show. And I really feel like it's probably going to be Queen Sheba. Because that's the only one I can see her sitting with. But someone just said Bundy, and I would love to see her do it with Bundy. Like, and y'all know I like Queen Sheba for the most part, but you know, Bundy, that's my friend, that's my girl. So I would love for Bundy to actually have that particular moment. Is that wrong? God, I hope that's not wrong of me to say that. But because I like them both, but you know, I'm always gonna be Team Bundy because that's my friend. So, you know. But let's continue.
that's not what's going to happen. So let's get into it. I have watched this season of filming and the scenes I've been in and the clips that I've seen and I've been privy to. I've watched, and the one word that I have come up with that I would use to describe all that has been going on and the people involved, there's one word which I've shared with my team months ago, and that word is delusional. The word is delusional. I'm like, they delusional. Like, this is crazy. I've never seen me firsthand someone who has been a victim of something be attempted to be made out to be the villain, right? Until this show. There are some parts that I will say due diligence was not done. Due diligence includes asking the other party as a production team, asking questions versus just running with what one person says. When you begin to do that and you begin to put out false narratives that you have not confirmed, that have not been proven true, right? Then at that point, you are putting yourself in the position of being liable for libel and defamation. And what I can tell you guys for sure is there have been a lot of narratives out that I wasn't even asked about. Didn't even know were being spewed or being said, and what definitely wasn't asked about. So when I look at and think back to clips that I've seen where there has been defense of behaviors, of decisions, but nobody asked me for proof that I could have easily provided, by the way. But now we're on the reunion stage and want to act shocked. Well, you should have asked me, the victim in the situation. I could have pulled the paperwork and showed you what the outcome was. But you didn't ask because you really didn't want to know. Because see, the truth wouldn't align with your agenda. I'm going to say that again. The truth would not align with your agenda. So instead of doing your due diligence and asking and being given the necessary proof to then change maybe the direction you were trying to go, you decided to stay quiet, you and your team, and not ask any questions, right? But now we're shocked when the facts come out and I'm finally asked on the reunion stage, what we jumping up for now? This could have been asked. I could have been told you. I could have been told you this. It's my. I can go pull the records. It's my documents. What do you mean? Okay. So that explains this reaction for me. Explains why you guys felt comfortable to use this entire season of this show to downplay, to negate the facts, to run with things that, as you know, could have been true, could have not been true, but you didn't want to know the truth. And to build people up to think that maybe the other part was the truth. So everyone decided to have an opinion, but nobody decided to ask me what was what. Ain't that interesting? Then we get to finally another castmate coming out saying, oh, we've all known about this. It wasn't a secret. We all have known. We've all seen, the guys have seen this video and they this and they that. Right? Now we hear that. So then it becomes a bet. It becomes a bet. Because if they have been privy to and knew all along what the facts were, what the truths were, how is it that y'all had no problem spending an entire year acting as if you don't understand why there is a separation? Why you don't understand why there's no conversation? And speaking of conversation, let's be honest. I don't have a desire to converse with people who are actively, daily striving to destroy me. It does not matter who you are or what we created together in the past. I have no desire to do that. So if it's not about my children, there's not a conversation to be had. So even that narrative, untrue. There is no, oh, Melody acts this way here, and then she acts this way. There's no, Melody acts the same. Melody sits way over on another side, way over there, way over there, way over there. What are you talking about? So no, unlike a lot of the people here, I don't put on for the camera. And to be honest with you, I think that's part of the issue, is that I refuse to just put on for the camera. Will I attempt to be cordial? Absolutely. Attempt to try to reconcile, depending on how far you've gone. That's the other thing. Depending on how far you've gone, how far you've taken it, and what true efforts you're giving. I'm open, depending on how far you've gone and what your efforts look like. Unfortunately, in this, what had been this situation for me, very few would be given that opportunity to be close to me again. Okay. And so there's no, for me, there is no, hey, I'm gonna be this way and then we'll be this way. Nah, I'm the same. Every place you see me at. Pull up, drop off, drive off if I'm doing that day. It's what it is. There's no conversation. But I get it. It fits the narrative, right? That Mel is just difficult and Mel is just fake and Mel's phony and Mel's this whole narrative that has been spewed into the minds of what were once castmates of mine by the producer.
Okay, so let me stop it right here and say what I got to say about what she's saying right now. Now, listening to what she just said these last few minutes, because Lord knows this lady is long-winded as hell, but listening to what she just said, and it like just not listening to respond, but actually listening to what she just said. Now do y'all understand why my suggestion was for her to leave? Do you now see why I was saying that Mel should leave the show? Do you not understand? Do you understand it now? Because whenever I say it, people get in their feelings. Whenever I say it, they think that it's all about it's mainly about dislike or vitriol or because you hate Mel or whatever. It ain't got nothing to do with that. Listening to what she just said is one of the main reasons why I said it would probably be the best thing for her to leave the show and go and get her own shit, and she can be around people that she want to be around versus staying around people that she don't really want to be around, staying around people that she's forced to be around and forced to be cordial with so she can get so they can make a show. The show cannot be made when everybody's not on one accord. These folks don't like Mel and Mel don't like these folks. So what is the goddamn point? That's what I've been saying this entire time. And if you listen to everything that she just said, I was absolutely correct. She should not have to be around those people. And based off of the shit that she's saying, she's gone. And based off of the stuff that really be said in her live this past Sunday, her and Norm Martell are filming. Allegedly. Neither one are filming. And it's been 2 weeks of filming and neither one of them have. So yes, that's the reason, based off of what the shit that she just said, that is why I've been saying Mel needs to get the fuck on. Not because I don't like her. Because y'all make the dislike so damn serious. I don't know this lady. I don't know that girl. I don't like what I be seeing on the show. I make it clear every single time. I don't know these folks personally. So therefore, whatever I say about them is not that deep. Because guess what? When I say the shit, I clock the fuck and I press end stream, I clock the fuck out and I go about my merry little way. And I don't think about these motherfuckers no more after I say what I gotta say on this live. Because this is a job to me. Once I'm done and I don't talk about it no more. If I hate a person, I'm talking about them even when I'm not on camera. I don't talk about Melody Shari. So it's not hate. It's just the fact that it is what it is. And Amber Violet, please, because I don't see it for nobody on this cast. Let's be clear. Not a soul on this cast. I don't see it for none of them. Which I've made it clear from the very beginning. I don't see it for none of them. Some is I, but as a whole, I don't see it for none of them. Let's make it clear. But however, we're going to move on.
I'm going to say producers. And that seemed to be better than pushing the facts. You guys say there's never any reconciliation when it comes. You guys said there was never really any reconciliation when it came to Love and Marriage Huntsville. Do y'all think that people really wanted there to be, production-wise? Because for me, I'm not on the outside looking in, I'm in. And what I'm going to say is there was no desire for reconciliation amongst the group. No desire for reconciliation. That's why when you watch television and there is conflict, there's conflict, there's a climax of the situation, and then there's a resolution, right? The resolutions never lasted because they didn't want it to last. Okay? I attempted to ease down the chaos. I mean, this season, I don't know if y'all paid attention, but I usually won't even let people in my house. I'd be like, it was only a couple of people that I would let film in my house. And they knew because I would tell them, nope, these are the people right here, this person, this person, this person. They can come into my home. This is my sanctuary. This is my place of peace. They're welcome into my home. Yes. But that's it. This season, I opened it up a little bit more, did I not? I did. I opened it up a little bit more. Right? Again, these are your attempts at reconciliation and trying to move forward and trying to get everybody back to that positivity, Black excellence, so to speak, that we like to talk about, that I think people don't even be knowing the real definition of. And so let's talk about that right there. Let's talk about that first. I want to shout out some people I saw come in. I saw Braylon J come in here. I saw True T come in here. I saw Mr. Defy Gravity, Ivan. I saw you come in here. Hey, welcome. Y'all share the live. And I'm gonna sit here and take this thing slow, because one thing that I've learned is some people lack comprehension skills, and they'll listen to something, and I have heard things that I said and it became something totally different. I'm like, that's not what I said. What? Well, how do they run a title like this on their YouTube channel? That is not what I said. And so there are some people who do a great job, and there's some people who just lack comprehension skills. So I'm going to make sure we all understand, and hopefully this will decrease, some of that, okay? So I had a scene. Let me get this code on this phone. I had a scene, and the first thing I'm going to show you guys is just the start of a number. Right here. A start of a number. Okay? 256755, and I'm not going to say the rest, the last four. The date of this call was July 19th. Y'all see July 19th? July 19th. Okay, y'all see it? 256-755 at 1:34 p.m. Let me go over and show you how long the call lasted. Now remember, this is call number 2 on the screenshot from my Verizon phone bill, number 2. So let's scroll over and get to call number 2. That's 21 minutes. Okay? 21 minutes. Y'all see that? That's 21 minutes, okay? So there was a 21-minute phone call that happened. Now, let me show you guys this. So remember that, July 19th, 21 minutes. Okay. And here is July. Can y'all see that? Let me tell you what it says. There's Friday, July 19th, scene 1 melody, 11:30 a.m., 106 Jefferson. Let's look right here. And I'm going to bring it together for y'all. But we got to do it right. There we go. There we go. July 19th. 11:30 a.m., 106 Jefferson, right? So let's go to Google and put in 106 Jefferson. So if that call time was 11:30, and then I made a call at 1:30 something that lasted 21 minutes. Let's talk about it. I'm going to Google 106 Jefferson for you so y'all can see the images of what 106 Jefferson is. We're going to see if it looks a little familiar to any of you. Let's see. If it looks familiar. Can y'all tell me where that area and location looks like to you guys? So, yeah, y'all got it right. Hey, Miss Deborah, 69 and Fana came in here. Yes, Miss Deborah. So a lot of y'all got it right. The one-on-one scene with Kimmi, yes. So Kimmi and I have this scene. And when I first get there, right, I don't really want to talk about the stuff they want us to talk about. I actually didn't want to talk about it when we worked out here at my house. But let me tell you the task that was given to me. Hey, you heard about such and such? Yes, I've heard about it. Everybody knows about it. Well, none of them want to talk about it. And we ain't going to be able to not talk about it. So we need you to try to get her to talk about it. Because we can't not talk about it. It's everywhere. I'm like, but look now, if she don't want to talk about it, now I'll push a little bit, but I ain't pushing too much because I ain't doing it. But okay, I'll try. Great. So we had that here at the house. And if you notice, I tried to push just a little bit, but when I saw it was a total shutdown on it, it was kind of like not going to go nowhere anywhere else. I'm like, okay, cool. So then we have a one-on-one scene where I just showed you guys. And I really didn't want to talk about it. And I'm like, she don't want to talk about it. So I'm sitting here trying to be like, no, I'm not going to talk about it. We're not going to talk about it. You said you don't want to talk about it, and we're not going to talk about it. Right? But then the conversation continues to happen. So what I showed you guys was a phone call that took place that day right after. And I you know, the one who doesn't want resolution and who's like bitter and mad and angry and fake and phony and all this stuff. I called Kimberly and I said, hey, so I just want to let you know, girl, I do not care nothing about this stuff, no lipstick, no none of that. I said, you know, production got me asking y'all.
Did you hear what I just heard? You know, she didn't call her Kimmi. She referred to her as Kimberly. You heard that? She didn't call her Kimmi. She called her Kimberly. So in that way, it lets me know that she ain't fucking with Kimmi no more. And Kimmi is no longer Kimmi is no longer Kimmi. Kimmi is Kimberly now. It's the government name. She didn't call her a government name. So at this point, now that you call her a government name, she ain't fucking with you. Cause I know this. If I know you by a nickname, baby, and I call you by your government, bitch, you done piss me off, or I don't fuck with you. I'm just saying. So I had to stop it there just to call that out. However, she's saying that this whole thing with Kimmi was production driven. Let's keep it going. Cause that's what she said.
Y'all, this is asking these questions. I do not care. We talked for 21 minutes. I just showed y'all the phone call. Her response to me was, girl, I already know. I already know this production. I said, girl, yes. I said, honestly, I ain't even trying to do no drama for real. I wish we could get away from drama. We have a whole 20-something minute conversation. And I'm like, I don't care about it. I don't care about it. They're making me ask about it, but I really don't care. But you asked me in this scene not to mention it again. And I said, and I'm going to tell you what, you don't ever have to worry about me mentioning it again. And that's what it was. Conversation over, ended well, no problem, no animosity, nothing. See, that's how you get to resolution, right? As a cast. So that is why y'all then saw a scene after that where she was welcomed into my home, not just in my garage this time. Because we had such a great combo, a 21-minute combo that I just showed y'all. So I'm like, yeah, she can come out and say, oh, you know, I told the production, I said, y'all know what, I'm going to make my rotel dip. I said, they used to love when I made my rotel dip, and I kind of want some anyway, too, so I'm going to make some rotel dip. I made rotel dip.
First of all, can't wait to have me some rotel dip next weekend for my birthday, but that ain't got nothing to do with me. However, I'm glad that she put that into context because I was very much so confused when Kimmi confronted Mel in one episode, and then the episode right after that, they sitting over. Kimmi comes over to Mel's house and she eating rotel and chips with her. So now it makes a lot more sense to me because I'm like, how the hell is you over here at Mel's house and you just confronted her about talking about your husband and you acted like you had such a big issue with it. You feel what I'm saying? So I was confused by that whole little setup, but now I understand why it looked that way. Because I'm like, y'all, it's either y'all just fake as hell or this shit is fake. It just got to be some. But apparently they already knew that, you know, Mel already let it be known that, yeah, production told me to ask y'all these questions. Production told me to do whatever. So, yeah. I do understand that tidbit of the situation. I do understand that. So absolutely. So it gives me more to the story because I was very confused by that. But we're gonna go ahead and continue, y'all.
Came to my home. We ate. She brought a bone to me. And even in that, I'm gonna be real with y'all. I literally don't even be that mad for real about people. I know we've got to have conversations that somebody's got to tell it. I don't even be tripping on it like that. But it makes it interesting to me when I see a title of Melody is addressed about her double standard. I've never told anybody on this show not to bring social media to me. Never, ever. I've never done it. So if you want to say a double standard would be me saying, hey, don't bring social media stuff to me, and then I bring social media stuff to you. That's a double standard. I've never told people what not to talk about when it came to me. Never. Now, there was some conversations amongst other folks, but I never said what not to talk about when it came, because I always felt like if I'm going to do reality TV, I want it to be real. I want it to be real. I want it to be authentic because the audience can feel when things are real and when they're not. They can feel it. You can tell, and that's what makes scenes not make sense. Whenever 1 minute people are about to fight, And then the next week, they're all sitting up in a crowd together, bunched up like a bunch of peanuts in a bag. That's when it becomes to the point where we're no longer doing reality TV. And now you are trying to maybe just be actors and actresses. And I when I want to do that, I go learn a real script for a movie. I don't come to reality TV to do that. So I'm a little different when it comes to that. And again, I think that's some of the issue, but that's fine. So comes in, we eat, have a conversation. Actually, when the cameras go down, we actually stay longer. Now, I have cameras up there in the room because we sat in my sunroom. So y'all know the little area where you can, I've shown y'all before, you kind of look outside and see my backyard. You see the trees and all that. Well, that's my sunroom area.
That's a good point.
We kind of sat in there and talked for a while. Just me and Kimmi. Camera's gone. We just chilling, eating, and talking. No problems. None. That's why after that, you then see us at the bachelorette party. No problems. See you at the vow renewal. Got no beef or problems. Matter of fact, at the vow renewal, at the reception part, when I sat at the table, because I had a name tag on my table, Tisha, Marcel, Kimmi, Maurice, they all came and sat at the table. We were all talking. We were talking about the kids and almost being teenagers and all this stuff, having just good, positive conversation. There was no drama being had, just talking and chatting it up. Then, of course, I left when I felt like a boundary was crossed that I had already shared with production that wouldn't be okay with me. So then I gracefully left. I didn't make a scene. I'm not going to go off and blow up. None of that. I gracefully, like the lady I am, got up, went over to Miss Nell and them. A part y'all didn't see is when I told her I was about to go, she called her photographer that they had paid to take pictures. Hey, Melody's about to leave. Come over here and take some pictures with us. I took some pictures with them. We took pictures. And I left. No big deal for me at all. And so at that point, no, and that's another thing. No, there was no violation of a protective order. That's another thing I noticed too. A lot of people think they know every single in and out of what has taken place when they pull documents. And some of the stuff y'all be saying that was active at the time, or this was this at the time, y'all had it all wrong. But that's another conversation for another day. So anyway, another conversation for another day. And so it was literally me having that boundary in place myself. Me, just know that. Me. Okay. So I left. No biggie. Nothing about it. Okay. Nothing about it. And I dipped out. I dipped out because when I ran up there to tell them bye, and Miss Nell motioned for the photographer to come take the pictures, Destiny tried to run up there too and was all up in my face. And I was like, okay. And I got out of there, dipped on out.
Okay, so now she says that when she was getting ready to go, Miss Nell wanted to take photos and Destiny ran her ass up there to get in the pictures. Here's the thing. That's fake as hell. Because Destiny, see, this is why people be going in on Destiny. And I really hate to say it, but Destiny be making herself look like a fucking fake and a damn liar. Because here's the thing, like, if you don't really rock with Mel and she this and she that, and she's just the scum of the damn earth and shit, then why the fuck is you trying to jump in and take pictures with the goddamn girl? It's just fake. This is the shit that I be talking about. You know, it's just be fake. And this is why I just try not to even make it my business to defend a lot of these people on these shows anymore, because it always comes, people always show me who they are every time. I'm having flashbacks and PTSD right now. People show me who they are every single time when it comes out to these shows. And I sit up here and I defend. But now it's like, girl, fuck you. It is what it is. I'm just gonna call it the way I see it at this point, because It's me feeling sorry for the girl and being like, oh, I don't understand why everybody hates her so much. And then I look and then, you know, people just be like, ugh. You know what I mean? Like it's so annoying. So, no, I'm not even talking about that. If anybody, anybody, if you really pay attention, you know exactly what I'm talking about when I say that people be showing me who the hell they are, even after all the shit that I've done in the defense and trying to, you know, yeah, I don't even want to go there, but yeah, let's continue.
Right. So that was that. But there was no order in place at that time. It was my boundary that I set for myself. And I've learned that a lot of people don't do well with boundaries, or they're not good at sticking to the boundaries, and whatever. And so they don't understand it. So when we get to the clips y'all have seen for the reunion,
But from the sounds of it, it wasn't no cast photo, Lady Ro. It was just a regular photo that Chris and Nell wanted to take with her. She didn't mention that there's anybody else that she was, that she was going to be in a picture with. It was pretty much just Nell, Chris, and Mel. So it wasn't no cast photo. So yeah, I will look at Destiny crazy to be running up there trying to take a photo with this girl, and it's not a cast photo. I can understand if it was one, but in this case, it don't sound like that's what that was. I gotta be fair. I'm sorry, but I gotta be fair. It don't seem like it was no damn guest photo. It just seemed like Nell wanted to take a picture with her friend and Destiny ran her ass up there. It's the same way when Destiny ran her ass up there to the end of the table to go sit by Mel, knowing that she don't fuck with her. You know what I mean? So it is what it is. But I don't think that was no cast photo. I'm sorry, but I don't.
considering that I've had conversation, it's been understood why these questions are being asked, but I really don't care. And we have a great conversation about it. I've already met with Maurice. We hashed it out, apologized to each other. And I told him in that scene, I said, well, Maurice, I don't know if it aired. Y'all can tell me because I don't know. But I told him in that scene, I said, well, listen, Kimmi already mentioned she would like for me not to talk about it again. I said, and I'm going to tell you like I told her, because you ain't got to worry about me talking about it no more. That's it. And I never brought it up since. And if you think about it, the only people that I had the conversation or asked questions with was when the cameras was up filming. Nobody else I talked to on an everyday basis was I discussing some lips and red lipstick. Because I didn't really care. Okay? But I guess maybe production understands that they have more of one family on this show and they can stick together and choose not to talk about nothing. So then they got to see who can they get to ask the questions. And that's fine, right? So Maurice and I, cool, calm, collected, makeup, apologies, we good. And he even understood. I said, maybe because you're around me when there's a person in the room that I don't fool with. So maybe that's why you don't get the nice melody, because the energy's already messed up. And he said, you know what, Mel? Don't know if they aired it or not, but in the real scene, he said, you're right. I feel you. Because I haven't been around you like without that. Because the only time y'all been around me is if we're filming. And usually everybody's there. So that was that. You know what I'm saying? And my Mimosas with Melody event happened. They came. I texted Kimmi. And by the way, I also texted Kimmi whenever he got arrested. I know there was a conversation about nobody reached out. There was a conversation about that nobody reached out, I think, but one or two people on this show. Do y'all want to see that text message? Because I definitely text. I definitely text Kimberly and checked on her for sure. Because again, like I've said, I understand how stuff like that as a woman can be a lot, because we do carry a lot. Yes, she said that. Oh, she did say that. So let me go ahead and hold on. Let me screenshot this text for y'all. So y'all gonna have to hold on because it's gonna pause. I'm gonna screenshot it to this phone. And I'm gonna show you guys. Back. We back? So my gosh. Called her to invite her to Mimosas with Melody. She said, sorry, I missed your call. I'll be there. I said, hey, okay. I figured you might have been busy. It's for men and women. So I was inviting Maurice too. Let me know so I could have y'all a spot. She said, no problem. I'll tell him. Again, this is all after the whole conversations about any lipstick. That stuff is resolved. It's done, over, through, complete. And then August 13th, I text her, said, hi, Kimmi and Reese. Thank you both for coming out on Saturday. Hope you enjoyed yourselves. That's right here, August 13th. Hope you, they came to my Mimosas with Melody event. I also sent her this video. She was with one of my millimeters, and my photographer, I think Freddie O, captured this. And I could just tell in this video that there was a moment those two had. I didn't know what it was, but I could tell there was some kind of moment. So I sent it to her, like they were hugging, and it was something. I just knew it was something. And anyway, she ended up telling me that the lady was a survivor of cancer. And so yeah, they did have a moment, and I sent it to her. And then I sent her this picture from my photographer. I didn't have to. I sent this to them. I said, going through all the pics and videos now. We'll send you some throughout the next 2 days. That's me. That's what I said right there. Send her that. Freddie O took it. She said, good morning. Thanks, Mel. I said, good morning. Y'all look so nice. That's me right there. Good morning. Y'all look so nice. She said, thanks. Right? She said, yeah, the pics came out really nice. That lady I hugged in the video was a 30-year breast cancer survivor. That's her right there. She said the lady was a 30-year breast cancer survivor. So again, here we are talking. There are no issues. What?
So, in so many words, Kimmi and Mel did not have any real issues. They did not have any real issues, to be honest. I probably should have decided a little early because now I'm getting sleepy now, and that's only gonna make me annoyed because I'm sleepy. But we're gonna get through this. Anyway. Sorry. Anyway, what is given is that Kimmi and Mel did not have no real issues. Whatever issues that they really had, it was production-driven issues. That's what it sounds like to me. You know what I mean? It's coming across like it is a production-driven issue. That's how it's coming across. First of all, let's not, because you're on the Aqua channel. First of all, let's not. However, it wasn't no real issue. So her and Kimmi were still cool behind the scenes, still texting each other and all that. But when we get to the set, it's a problem. And production is in people's ear telling them to create a problem. From what it sounds like to me, it's typical production shit. Y'all know that when it all boils down to it, production does have their way of getting into a person's ear and say, okay, I need for you to bring this up, or I need for you to bring this to the table. I need you to say this. I need you to say that. That's how it comes across to me. So let's continue.
Then we get to October. Nothing happens in between that, just so y'all know. The Vow Renewal is the finale. I was sitting at the table. They came and sat at the table. We were all talking about kids and stuff. All good. Then the reunion happens. And for one, I thank God for my team, because my team is like, they're not about to let me cut a fool, no way, and get out of character, because I got too much going on, too much at stake. They gonna prep talk me every time. Hey, all right, listen, you go ahead and keep your calm now. Don't let nobody, because they may come. Don't let nobody come for you, and don't get you out of character. I'm like, I was like, I'm not. Don't worry, I'm not. So then we get there on the stage, and there's this whole different energy. It's totally different. I ain't gonna lie. If I can be honest with y'all, it shocked me, and it's really sad. It's super, super sad, to be absolutely honest. It's very sad. That's all I say. It's very sad. And I'm sitting there, and I'm listening to all this vitriol that's coming out with somebody who, and this is why, again, I say y'all don't ever see any resolution. Because people put batteries in people's backs because they don't really want resolution. They don't really want resolution. How beautiful would it have been to have kept the real? Like the real is what the combos is happening on these phones, the real. How beautiful would it have been to have kept the real and y'all have been able to see, you know what, all that happened this season, but man, look, that's dope. That's dope. Like they good. They good up there. They straight. How dope would that have been? The real. So instead, we got all this rah-rah. and I'm not fixing to really be rah-rah. I'm gonna tell y'all right now, I'm not gonna be rah-rah with folks. I'm not doing it. Did I run off any stage crying? No. Did I shed a tear on that stage? No. Did I almost shed a tear on that stage? No. I don't know where that rumor came from either. But I'm definitely not gonna be rah-rahing with you either. I'm still gonna be respectful. I'm gonna keep my composure. I'm gonna smile to keep my composure to make sure I stay okay. But to see how it went from that resolution to wanting moments, that is crazy to me. And I'm telling you, I remember going back to with my team from the stage, and the one word I kept saying was delusional. 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 These folks delusional. That's all I can say. They delusional. Oh my gosh. How do we have conversations and there's resolution and then you get up here and act a different way? Totally different. And again, I say that is why there is no, y'all don't witness resolution. It's not because, oh, Melody likes to keep up mess and Melody likes to da-da-da. No, it's because you got some people who wanted promotions, more checks, or whatever the case may be, who are choosing to try to keep a mess. Like, who are choosing to, I need to have an issue with Mel on camera, you know, who are choosing to do that. Because there's also a recording of someone on this show being told that they're not, because I inquired where they're going to a scene, being told that they are on ice. And if you're in TV, on ice means like we're not putting you in nothing right now. That they're on ice is quiet, in other words. That they're on ice because they appear to be a male supporter and a millimeter supporter. Now, my team thought I was going to quit that day because we all heard it. And they thought I was going to quit that day.
So who was the person that was on ice because they were a quote unquote male supporter, millimeter supporter? I'm starting to believe that that person was Sunny. That's who I'm believing she's talking about. Because I don't think that they thought it was Kimmi. I don't think they thought it was Tisha. I don't think that she even thought it was Trish or even Nell, for instance. I'm thinking that she's talking about Sunny. That's the only other person that I think that she could be talking about is Sunny. That's what I'm thinking she's talking about. Y'all, I am fighting sleep. I promise you I am. I am fighting it. I want to get in this bed and lay down so bad. Oh my God. I made a mistake by making this live so late. But I thought that we was going to be on the Whether You Like It or Not Beverly Hills panel for a long period of time. That's why I pushed it all the way back to 10:30. But God damn, I wasn't thinking. Oh my God, I'm so sleepy. But we're gonna go ahead and get into it. Let's continue though.
Because then it became, you know how when you're thinking something and you kind of think you know something, but then it's kind of different whenever you really hear it. Like you really hear it, that becomes a whole different thing. That becomes a whole different thing. Just like how you might be like, I think my man cheating. But then if you see your man cheating or you see your woman cheating, it's a whole different thing. And now I've been sitting back and I see it and it all just makes a lot of sense. It makes a lot of sense. So why there was so much energy from Kimberly, I really can't tell y'all. I'm not going to come back here and address it again because I don't have anything. I can't tell you. I don't have anything that I can say about it. I can say that when she was going through her situation with cancer, I would check on her. I would send, and this is not just filming. I know y'all saw me go to her house one day with some white roses or something when we were filming a scene, she and I. But I sent flowers outside of camera. It wasn't just about camera time for me. See, this is when you talk about people not maybe being able to see eye and eye, but we know when to show up and pull up for each other, right? Period. So I sent flowers just because I'm like, let me put a smile on her face. And she probably, she's got a lot she's going through. I've had paid to have a meal made and sent over. I think we ended up talking about on reunion one season. That wasn't filmed. That wasn't nothing. I ain't post about it. It wasn't, it was just me trying to be a kind person. Because again, even though we ain't kicking it and hanging like we used to, if there was ever what you would have considered a real friendship, you show up for each other. You show up for each other. Now, if you ask me, has she ever showed up for me? No. No. Even when it came to the party, the cancer party thing we did for the show, her beating cancer, whenever we had the conversation in production, I was like, I've been wanting to do something for us. I was like, I'm gonna be real. I was just gonna set up like a massage. I told them I want to set up like a massage thing or whatever. And I think they said, well, Tisha was doing some kind of massage something, so you can do something else. But that was real. That was real. And so, yeah. But can I say that there's been a show up for me? No. And I don't let it get to me too bad, because one thing I know is it's not where you sow. You don't reap.
Can you all give me 1 second? Just give me 1 second, please. 1 second. Okay, y'all. I had to take a minute because my friend just texted me saying that his mother passed. Well, my friend, I just so happened to go and look at my phone and look at my text messages, and my friend texted me about my friend texted me about 30 minutes ago. His mother died, and I tried to call him, but he's not answering. Okay. If he calls me back, I'm probably gonna end this, to be honest. So yeah, I'm probably gonna end this if he calls me back. But I just called. That's why I paused this so I could call him. That's who I was calling when I put myself on mute. But yeah. And there's really nothing I can do because he's all the way in Mississippi. So it's really nothing I can do. I think I'm gonna go. I'll just pick up where we left off last. I'll pick up where we left off tomorrow sometime. I got the time stamp, so I'll just pick up where we left off tomorrow. I'm gonna call him again. And yeah, I'm gonna call him again. So sorry y'all. I'm sorry, but I gotta go. I'll talk to y'all tomorrow. We'll do a part 2 for this sometime tomorrow, and I'll talk to you guys then. I'm really sorry, but I gotta deal with that. Although he isn't answering the phone, I'm still gonna call him again. So okay. Bye y'all.